when I saw Eddie tweet and put up on Instagram that he had signed Jaron Boots Ennis, I had to kind of refresh my Instagram. I was like, what's going on? Eddie's got one of the biggest names in boxing under the Matchroom banner. Before I introduce you, Boots, Eddie, you got this man now. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Eh? Look at this.
Man, I'm so excited. I mean, ever since we broke the internet with the announcement, everybody in boxing knows about this guy. Now it's time to tell the world. You're talking about pure elite. You're talking about the likes of Crawford and Spence. I'm talking about Leonard. I'm talking about this is how good this kid can be. He's going to light up Philadelphia. He's going to light up American boxing. He's going to light up US boxing, world boxing. He's got absolutely everything. The ability to beat everybody. He's got style. He's got speed. He's got power. When you spell greatness, it spells E-N-N-I-S. It's time to put him to the test. This guy, I'm telling you, is the future of sport. Everyone tuned in right now, remember the name, Jaron Boots Ennis. He's coming for everything at 147, then he's moving to 54. He told me earlier he could end up at 175. I'm not talking about a world champion. I'm not talking about a unified champion. I'm not talking about an undisputed champion. I'm talking about a multi-weight undisputed champion. 3, 4 divisions. I'm so excited, Jaron.
It clearly is. I mean, look, I've been around Eddie for a long time, and he signed a lot of talent, both in America and Europe, and the excitement of him signing you has to be the most excited I've ever seen him. Why Matchroom and why Eddie Hearn? Like, everyone wanted the signature. Everyone wanted it. Why Eddie?
I feel like this is the best of my career. You know, I feel like, you know, I see what Eddie been doing, and I see how he move guys, and I like what he's doing. He get behind his guys 100%, so I like that, you know, and I'm going to give him 100%, and we about to be the best duo in boxing.
You know what's crazy? Obviously, look, you're from Philly, and we got Bernard Hopkins here, Mr. Philadelphia himself. And we never see you fight in Philly.
Yeah.
How exciting is it for you to go back and fight in your hometown in front of your home fans and show people what you can do?
It's going to be amazing, you know, I can't wait. You know, it hasn't been a big fight in Philly in who knows when, a long time, you know, and the place that I'm going to do it at is going to be amazing, you know, because nobody have ever fought there before. So I can't wait. I'm ready to shine, ready to show out. It's time. It's my time. I'm going to show the world I'm the best fighter in the world, and I'm going to stamp my name in boxing. It's time, you know.
Eddie, look, I know you're very excited, Eddie, and you signed some fantastic American talent so far. Devin Haney, right, is under the resume. Demetrius Andrade, who couldn't get that fight that you wanted to get him. Why is this man so special? What makes him so special in the 147 division?
No, as I said earlier, honestly, the guy's a genius. Like, I've been trying to sign him for 5 years. I saw it that long ago. Everyone in boxing's been talking about him, and I feel like they've kind of been like, they've put him in a corner because they want to stoke the fire, because they don't want him to fight their guys, because they know how good he is. Oh, we don't want him to go near Spence. We don't want him to go near Crawford. Keep him over there. Keep him under control. Now we're going to waft the fire, right? The flames are going to burn out of control, and now it's a great time for him to attack that 147-pound division, because look at the other champions, Barrios, Stanionis. Those are the guys that can be offered big money to unify the division, and that has to be the plan. Philadelphia, #1 priority. Let's get that fight locked in for July. Let's go and fill up the Wells Fargo Stadium in his own city, right? Been 6 years since you boxed in Philadelphia. No real big-time boxing since, I know, Bernard Hopkins, you know, back in the day. There he is, the executioner. So, you know, he's a Philly legend. This is a Philly legend. But it's about chasing greatness. It's about unifying the division. It's about becoming undisputed. It's about moving up. Him against Terence Crawford, I'm telling you, that fight in 6-12 months, that's the biggest fight in boxing. And when I told him about him earlier, he gave me a look in his eye and tell me, I will beat that guy. And listen, I rate Terence Crawford, but we're ready to roll the dice, baby, and I think we got the A side.
But that's the one you want, Boots. Obviously, look, you got your mandatory first, but I've seen the little back and forth with you and Crawford. That must be the dream fight for you.
Definitely, you know, that's the fight that I've been wanting. You know, him, Errol Spence, but Errol moved up, and I guess Bud moving up too, but they gotta see me. Yeah. I'm coming for them.
What about fights? Obviously, look, Matchroom do fights all over the world now. Is there ever been a dream of fighting in the UK? There's a certain Conor Ben back there. Maybe fighting in Saudi Arabia. Do you have that dream as well?
Like I always say, it don't matter where to fight at. It could be in their living room. It could be in their kitchen. No matter where it's at. I just love fighting. I love beating people. I love knocking them out. And I just want to fight the best guys, the great guys, so I can show my talent and show the world why I'm the best fighter in the world. So I just want my opportunity, and the time is now.
That's what we want to see, though, as fight fans, isn't it, Eddie? I mean, look, we want him to go back to his hometown. We want him to go back to Philly. But we want to see these fighters everywhere.
We're a global company. This is a global sport. It's a global star, right? So we start Philly, America, Vegas, Saudi Arabia, UK. It doesn't matter. The whole world's got to see this man. You know, we're going back to the greats. That's what I'm talking about. I want this guy to be remembered in decades and decades in the Hall of Fame, to walk among the greats that we talked about. He can do it, and it's so exciting to represent someone that's in their absolute prime. I could just make the fights and go and do the business, and I know he's going to do the business. So, like I say, we feel powerful right now with this link-up, and together we're going to go and make sure he gets what he deserves out of the sport. You know, the payday, the toughness of the sport warrants and deserves, but also the legacy that will be written for many years in the history of the sport.
We're obviously here for Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. You're a boxer, you're also a boxing aficionado, you know the sport inside out. How are you seeing this one play out? Devin Haney unbeaten, Ryan Garcia just one defeat. How do you see it?
I think it's a great fight. It's you know, two guys at the top of their weight class. It's a great fight. You know, may the best man win. You know.
Indeed, it is a great fight. I spoke to Haney yesterday with a little fighter meeting. I was like, 147 boots? Kind of gave me a little wink and a little nod. Has there ever been an idea of you about fighting Devin Haney? Now that he's at 140, he's a big 140 guy. Do you look at Devin Haney potentially as an opponent down the line?
I look at anybody as
anyone can get it.
Anybody that's around that 147, 140, 154, 160, 168, no matter who it is.
Damn.
I'm ready.
We're going
ready.
up. And you know, I'm standing next to Boots, and you're big.
Yeah.
You're big. You know, I can tell you're a big guy. I don't want to ask what you walk around at because you always make weight, but you must walk around quite big.
Yeah,
a little sign. A little sign.
You never ask a fighter to wait when they're not on camera.
I'm like, 1 second, I'm looking at my size. I'm like, it's kind of big. But that's a super fight down the line as well. Devin Haney Boots is a super fight.
Yeah, look, when you stand next to the guy, to think that he's I mean, you know, listen, Devin's a big 140 really, and he's tiny next to Boots. Like, you're talking about a guy, easy go 154, easy go 60, and that is so exciting. You know, I mean, you talk about fights in years to come where you see this guy up at middleweight, but that's what I'm saying about the true greats. You know, you talk about people like, I mean, you know, to mention the names of Sugar Ray Leonard and those kind of guys, that's what you've got to aspire to be. This is how special I think this young man is. And they're guys that just move across the weights throughout their career to get the biggest fights in the sport, and he can do it. He can easily fight at 54 and 60, and maybe even beyond. But first, we've got to rule this division, and we've got to pick up all the silverware and dominate, and then move to 54.
Everyone be careful, everyone beware. Jaron Boots Ennis is here.